In today's lesson, we're going to be using two-way tables. First off, I'd like to remind you about two different types of data that we could have. One of them is quantitative. Now, quantitative is based off the word quantity. Quantitative. Quantity refers to number, and so this is the sort of data that can be described using numbers, and examples of that would be like weight or length and lots of other types of examples as well. The other sort of data we call qualitative data, based off the word quality, not like quality in the sense of a high quality item that you purchase or something like that, but quality in terms of something that's descriptive about an entity, something that's non-numeric in this case. So things like sex and color, nationality, ethnicity, other things which you would use words to describe rather than number. Those are qualitative sorts of data. So next, a two-way table is a way of organizing data in two variables. So in this example, we've got 300 students in a school, and in terms of the number who went to homecoming, we had 125 males who went, 30 who did not, 135 females who went, and 10 who did not. So looking at this data, I can see that we've got 155 males in the school, and we have 145 females, meaning that we've got 300 total. So in the school, 300 students. Now, we use this down below to create a joint relative frequencies table for, we change, instead of using the raw data, the number of males who went to homecoming, 125, we find the, in a sense, the probability or the ratio of students who are males who went to homecoming out of the entire school. So that would be 125 divided by 300, giving us 0.42. 135 divided by 300, giving us the 0.45. And out of the total number of students who went to homecoming, that's 260 out of the 300, and that gets us the 0.85. And you do the same thing for all the other cells as well, for the did not go cells. So what we can tell is, essentially, we can see that 85% of the students went to homecoming, 13 did not. Now that does not make sense. That's because this number right here should be a 7, because 0.42 and 0.45 add up to 0.87. Let me just double check that data there. All right. Yep, so if we, this number would be 0.416 repeating, which would round to 0.42, and will add up to approximately 0.87. So what we should see when you do any joint relative frequency table is that the bottom row, as you go across the bottom row, it should add up to 1. And as you go down the last column, it should add up to 1 as well. And that's something that we see here. So we can also see that 52% of the students in the school are males and 48% are females. So you can get more information than just homecoming information when you do a joint relative frequency table. So when you do the joint relative frequency table, we see the end results at the end of the rows and columns are our marginal relative frequencies, sort of adding up these joint relative frequencies